What's up, you beautiful human beings? It's your girl Cassidy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting video because I got my hands on the Morphe X James Charles palette, and I'm so excited because this thing has been sold out everywhere, but I got lucky enough to find a Morphe store near me. It's in the mall that I go to, and I had no idea that there was a Morphe store in that mall. Anyway, long story short, there's a Morphe store by me and they were stocked with James Charles palettes, so I got really lucky because this palette has been sold out a lot. Everywhere. It's like sold out. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys what I created. This is the look I have on now. I can't wait to show you guys like how I created it, and I was just really excited to have this palette. When I saw it, I thought it was so different than like any other kind of collabs that have been happening in the YouTube space, and it just really gives you that kind of like creative energy because there's so much to work with in this palette. So without further ado, before we get into the video, don't forget to like this video, give it a big thumbs up if you guys want to see me do more looks with this palette. And of course, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe as well. Join the family because it's lit over here. And now that you're done with all that fun stuff, let's just jump right into my Morphe X James Charles look. If I'm like coughing or my voice sounds a little weird in this video, it's because my throat has been kind of sore lately, but this is the beautiful, the one, the only. This is the James Charles palette. I'm so excited to be filming with this today. The cover, this box is so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this photo. It's basically him like, it looks like he's painted all white, and then it kind of just looks like he painted this like colorful eye look on, or like he painted on like part of his face. It just looks super, super cool. So I'm gonna open this up. I already did, by the way. I'm not even gonna be like fake. Like, I already opened this up because it looks way too beautiful to not do that. I really like that it's just simple, black, and sleek. Like, I really appreciate that he did this. I like it black, and then his signature and the Morphe logo are in like this shiny kind of finish. I can't think of words. And this is the palette. And then this plastic sheet has all of the names of the shadows. Not my favorite, just because like I always end up throwing these out or losing them. But for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna really try to keep this. That way I can tell you guys the names of the shadows that I'm using. But as soon as I finish filming, this is going in the garbage. So today I'm gonna try to like push myself out of my comfort zone. I wanna get really creative just because I feel like James Charles is so freaking creative when it comes to his makeup look, that when I got this palette, I was really inspired to create something really fun and out of the box. I am just gonna zoom you guys in and let's get started on this look. This is such a huge palette that I don't even know like how to lift it up for you guys. So I think I'm gonna do like an insane pinkish purple look. I'm looking at these colors here and I'm getting like really inspired. And then I might go in with some blues on the lower lash line. So let's see where we end up with this. So I'm taking the shade Pinkity Drinkity, which is this shade right here. I am picking that up on a Morphe M441. And it's just like a circular blending brush. And I'm gonna just pop that into the crease. Just pop that all over. It's just gonna give me a nice light wash of pink. So while I was at the Morphe store, I also picked up some brushes, and can you guys believe like I did not have any Morphe brushes? Yeah, I haven't had any Morphe brushes. I've just had my brushes from like 5 years ago that I've just been sticking with, and then I get some brushes, like random ones in PR. I've been dying to try Morphe brushes, but again, when it comes to buying makeup online, I'm just so hesitant. I don't know why. So I finally saw these in person and I picked up a few, and this is the first time I'm using them, so I'm still like trying to break them in. Now I'm taking this hot pink shade called Skip. I'm picking that one up on a M433 brush, which is just like a, oh my god, look how pigmented that is. Gonna pat that off a little bit. And then I'm gonna go with that one into like my inner crease and kind of blend it a little bit towards my brow bone. And then sort of start to bring it back towards my outer crease. This is a tapered blending brush, so it allows me to be a little bit more controlled than like a regular blending brush, which is really nice. Wow, this is freaking gorgeous. Oh my god, it's so pigmented and like it goes on really smooth. It's not patchy at all. Like I barely have to blend it to get it on and poppin'. I've never done a look that is kind of like blended into the like inner brow here, and I've always loved how that looks on people. Like I always thought it was a really interesting look, so I'm gonna play with that a little bit today. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Love That. I'm gonna pick that up on the same brush and I'm gonna put that on the outer crease. And just keep it kind of precise because I do want like a little cut crease moment. Yeah, I'm gonna just like wing it out, see where that takes me, and blending it into that hot pink color right there. This brush is amazing. Like, why have I waited so long to have this brush in my life? I don't know, but it's so good. I swear, this eye always comes out better than this eye. Like, it never fails. This eye just has more of like a defined crease, and this one I feel like the colors just never blend the same. It's so weird. So I'm just keeping that right like very tightly there in the crease, kind of forming like a cut crease sort of shape. I'm going back to the round blending brush and I'm just gonna work in little circular motions to blend the top of that color out. Just do a little blending here. I definitely am like flicking these shadows out into like a winged, like a cat-shaped eye that you can see. So now I'm taking this shade right here, which is called Escape. It's a dark purple color, and I'm gonna use that on a Real Techniques shading brush. It's like a nice dense brush, little, so that I can like pack color on. I'm picking up a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna connect the bottom, like sort of wing liner area with that shade. And I'm connecting it to that crease shade. Just kind of pressing it on. These freaking shadows are for real. Like super pigmented, super easy to blend out so far. Oh my god, this looks so cool. I love these colors. Same thing on the other eye. Just kind of pressing it on right there. I'm kind of dusting off the M443 brush that I used in my crease, and I'm just going to take it with no new product and sort of blend at the top of that winged eyeshadow. Very lightly, but just to soften the edges a little bit. So this color right here, this is called Artistry, and when I was in the store, this was like the first shade that caught my eye. It just looks like the most beautiful shade. It's a purple, but it has like bluish reflex, kind of giving me like galaxy vibes. So I'm gonna go with this on my entire lid, but before I go in with that shadow, I'm gonna cut my crease just to create a really blank canvas so that one shows up super true to what the color is. I'm taking MAC's Painterly Paint Pot on a Morphe M421 brush, and it's this tiny little concealer brush that I love so much because it's just literally perfect to cut the crease with or like carve your eyebrows with. It's super dense and like very flat. So I'm gonna use that to cut my crease. Okay, wow. that just took forever. I was trying to be really precise with it, and I already love how it looks. So now I'm gonna go in with that shade Artistry that I showed you guys before. So I'm taking that on the same shader brush that I was cutting my crease with, and I'm just gonna put that all over the lid area. Okay, I like the way that looks. I'm gonna try to use this shadow wet. It's a very soft shadow, so it almost has like a feeling like it's wet already. So I also got some Morphe Continuous Setting Mist Spray. So I'm just gonna wet that, and I kind of want to see how that goes on while it's wet. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. It kind of helps it not look patchy, because this shadow is kind of like, in a way, like translucent. Like, it almost looks like it's a topper almost when you put it on, but once you wet it, it's a little bit more like it goes on more seamlessly. Yeah, I really like that shadow wet a lot better. The lid color is on. It looks so pretty. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna take this lighter purple color right here, which is called Single, and I'm gonna just pick up a tiny bit of that, and I'm gonna use that to kind of push right in between the lid color and that like darker purple color that I kind of have as my winged eyeliner. So just have that, just pressing that in right there. And it just makes a difference, like it looks more blended that way. I'm not pushing it into the crease, I'm just more keeping it on the lid and just using like little tapping motions. Then going back in with the dark purple, I'm gonna just intensify what I had previously. Just a little bit of that, and keep it even lower in that outer wing motion. Just to intensify it, bring back a little bit of that definition. Alright, so I have that lower area exactly how I want it. And now I'm just gonna touch up the crease just a tiny bit. Picking up the shade Love That, again, which is like that darker magenta shade that I have on my outer crease. I'm just picking up like literally a tiny bit of that. And I'm just gonna go right over the cut crease and intensify it a little bit, just for like cleaning up purposes. And I know this whole thing looks really crazy right now because I don't have any of my face makeup on, but that's just the way I work. Like, I can't do my face makeup and then my eyes. I have to do my eyes first and then the entire rest of my face, because I just like to be messy. So I'm doing a little pause on the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish off my face makeup quickly. I am using my Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfector. This is my new favorite primer, you guys. It is bomb. Like, it makes my skin so smooth and poreless, and even though I have dry skin, throughout like the summer, the warmer months, my nose area had been getting super oily, and this was really helping a lot. You guys know that I don't really, I'm not too crazy about primers. The only ones that I like live for is the Origins one, and this one really, because it just, every time I apply my foundation on top of it, it makes my skin look so incredibly smooth, and it helps with that kind of like oily zone of my face. It helps keep things nice and matte and smooth, and I just love it. So skin is primed with the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For. It's amazing. If you guys haven't tried it out, I highly recommend it. I love this stuff. And now I'm going in with my Sephora collection 10 Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. I've been using this in like every video, so you guys know how much I love it. Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, as always. Now I'm taking my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm gonna set my under eyes with that. Now I'm going in with bronzer. I'm using my Hoola bronzer and a Morphe M523 brush. Putting on my favorite Flower Beauty blush. I use a Sigma F37 brush to put blush on. I really like this. I just like how it applies like a light, loose layer of it, and it gets it like right on the apples of my cheeks. I love this brush. For highlight, I'm using my Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight that I love so much. I am picking that up with a Morphe M510 brush. Okay, I added my lashes and put mascara on. So I'm gonna finish off my lips. I am using Urban Decay's lip liner in the shade Uptight. Surprise. And then I'm taking my Tarte lipstick in the shade Skinny Dip. I love this lipstick so much. These are the Color Splash lipsticks, and the shade Skinny Dip is like my favorite nude of all time. I haven't used it in a while, and I really missed it. I go back in with the lip liner and kind of just like blend it out. So this is the completed look. I am super obsessed with this. I love how much this palette inspired me to just be more creative and like play with color, because I feel like I've kind of forgotten that side of myself, so I really like that. Okay, you guys, so that is officially it for this Morphe X James Charles palette review and makeup look. I actually didn't treat this video so much as a review. I treated it more of just like a makeup tutorial. I really love this palette, and I'm excited to play around with it more, do like neutral looks and colorful looks. This palette for real inspired me so much, so if there's one thing that I'm gonna take from it, it's that, and I really love that it kind of put me in that headspace to play around with color and just do something different. And I feel like I have forgotten about that side of myself that loves the artistry side of makeup. But if you want to see me do more looks, like more creative stuff, more interesting, crazy, not so wearable looks, then just comment those down below. I would love to get that out for you guys, because I truly love doing stuff like this. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because you know how much it means to me from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!